session. So make sure you have your writing materials beside you, okay? Now, this is the vision of the Amazon project. The vision is to raise 1,000 pioneer African women who would stand on their feet financially, become strong, and pursue their dreams. We have a whole lot of women who, peradventure, have given birth, gotten married, and guess what? Those dreams they had while they were growing up is just shattering in front of them. Why? Because they think they would not be able to achieve their dreams again. They think that the children are the leaders of tomorrow, so they should focus on their children. But guess what? Here in the Amazon project, your dreams are still valid, okay? Now, for those of you who are curious and you're wondering what exactly is the Amazon project and how exactly do I tend to benefit from it, right? Now, ladies, the Amazon project is to help you become financially independent. The Amazon project is also targeted to raising women who would help raise other women. There is no competition here. This is women supporting women, okay? The Amazon project is also here to help instill self-confidence in women, to help them believe that their dreams are still valid and they can still pursue their dreams, all right? Now, why exactly did the Amazon ambassadors come about the Amazon project, all right? Why exactly is the Amazon project existing? Ladies, you all can agree with me that every woman here listening to me has a basic needs that she cannot do without, unlike the men. And this tends to put them under some financial pressure, okay? You may not be the one in this situation, but I'm sure you know one or two persons that are falling into this situation. Now, there is also a limit to the kind of jobs we women can do. See, forget the fact that they are saying what a man can do, a woman can do better. It's a lie, yo. There is a way God created us. We are supposed to be, living a soft life, so fragile. There are lots of things that we cannot do. All right. So for this reason, women are limited in making money. Now, for this last point, I used to think it happens only in movies, but guess what? It is happening in real life. And you may even know someone that has fallen into this situation. The average Nigerian woman is being pressured to believe that her skills and intellect are not good enough. And guess what? You start hearing stuff like use what you have to get what you want, right? They will think you have to give your body before you can achieve those dreams. It is a lie, okay? It is a lie. The Amazon project is here to change that story. All right, ladies, these are reasons why you should be financially free. I know we all also have our own reason. So what I need you to do to be sure you have been following me so far, go to the chat box, just give me that one reason why you want to be financially free, okay? Give me that one reason, just one reason. If not for anything, you say, God, though, if not for anything, just because of this reason, I need to be financially free. All right. While I read out some of the reasons I have here with me, the first is that it increases respect and self-respect. Ladies, have any of you ever had this feeling? A particular amount of money just entered your bank account. In fact, the way you would carry yourself would be different. The way you would feel would be different. And guess what? Even the way people would see you would be different. You would now be what? A high value woman. It also makes you an asset and not a liability, most especially for the married women in the house. Okay, your in-laws are not looking at you and saying, if not for my son's money, she would not be okay. It's my son's money she's eating and all of that. In fact, if you're an asset, the way your husband will brag about you, it is undefined. It also gives you choices. As a woman, when you go to the market, you are not buying what you can afford. A lot of us, we've gone to the market to buy a particular thing, but guess what? On getting to the market, we saw something that is better than that, stuff we want to buy, right? But guess what? The money is not there to get it. And at the end of the day, you end up buying what your money can afford, not what you want. These are reasons why you should be financially independent. It also makes you a role model. A lot of us, we respect and honor our mom, most especially. We look up to her and we are like, okay, I want to be like my mom in this way, in this way, in this way. But if I ask you, do you want to be like your mother, financially free? Right? Financially speaking, right? A lot of people would say no. Majority of people would say no. Why? Because they saw their parents living from hand to mouth to survive, okay? But guess what? If you're financially free, you yourself will be a role model to your own children, okay? Your children will not be looking up to any other person and saying, I want to be like them, right? And it also gives you time freedom, okay? So quickly, let me just read some comments I have in the chat box here before I move right ahead, okay? Juliana is saying, I want to be financially free to distance myself from insults. Yes, to distance myself from insults. Amazing. Because when you're financially free, people will not even talk to you anyhow. In fact, the way you carry yourself will definitely be different, right? And also, Adelakun, right? Great. Adelakun is saying, I want to be financially free because I want to be a problem solver. Amazing, amazing. I have smart women in the house. Now, ladies, this is the time for everybody to comment in the chat box. Is it possible for a woman to be financially free? Yes or no? Let me know. Is it possible for a woman to be financially free here in Nigeria? Okay, I believe that most of us listening to me are locating from Nigeria, right? So do you think it is possible with everything you have seen so far, with how long you have lived? Do you think it is possible for a woman to be financially free here in Nigeria? Okay, let me see the comments coming in. No wrong answer, just give me your own opinion. Okay, Balikis is saying yes, Justina David is saying yes, Juliana is saying yes. Okay, let me see the comments coming in very quickly. All right. I'm seeing the comments coming in. Elizabeth is saying yes, it is possible. Bukola is saying yes. Patricia is saying yes. Ladies, yes, it is possible. And I agree with you. Yes, it is possible for you to be financially free here in this same Nigeria. Okay. But then the next question I have for you is, you listening to me right about now, are you financially free? Now, when you say financial freedom, what exactly do you mean? I define my financial freedom as when your passive income has exceeded your expenses. What it simply means is that, okay, let's take, for example, you're a salary earner. If you're earning 150,000 naira in a month, okay, and your expenses is about 100,000 naira, what it simply means is that you are kind of financially free because you still have an extra income in case of emergency. Okay, but how many of us are in that situation? How many of you can actually brag of an extra money aside in case of emergency every month? That's the question. I'm sure a lot of people say, no, me, I'm not there. Oh, no. And in fact, before the month ends, I've borrowed from Nkechi so that I can pay Peter. Guess what? A lot of us tend to be struggling financially. But then we have agreed that it is possible for a woman to be financially free. Have you ever sat down to ask yourself, so what exactly is the problem? Why am I still struggling financially if it is possible? Ladies, this is the solution. The solution is simply because you have not yet become the ultimate version of yourself. And I'm sure somebody here is wondering, how is that even relating to being financially free? Just follow me very closely. I'm going to be explaining that to you. Now, there are 4 pillars to becoming the ultimate version of yourself. The first pillar is mentorship and capacity building, okay? Mentorship and capacity building. Ladies, you need to understand that you see those women that you look up to, those women that are your role model, there is something they know that you do not know. And that is the reason why you're still lagging behind, okay? Wealth is what? Simply acquiring the knowledge. The knowledge you have is what will give you the wealth. It is not about hard work. We all know, because if it is hard work, we know the set of people that are going to be financially free, right? And also we look at what? Capacity building, right? Capacity building. Now let's take a very good example here. We're looking at Patricia and Adelakun. If Patricia goes to the ocean with a cup of tea and Adelakun also goes to the same ocean with a tank, who do you think will come back with the more water? Adelakun or Patricia? 1 or 2, let me know in the chat box, okay? Adelakun goes in with what? Patricia goes in with a cup of tea, and then Adelakun goes in with, a tank. Who would come back with more water from the ocean? Let me know. Let me be sure that you're following me. Who would come back with more water from the ocean? Who will come back with more water from the ocean? Adelakun, right? Amazing, amazing. That's what we're talking about. A lot of people are not open-minded. They are not willing to learn. They are not willing to unlearn. They are not willing to relearn. You want 5 million naira in your bank account right now. The question is the capacity of that your financial level. Is it able to carry 5 million naira? Because a lot of people, in fact, if that 5 million naira enters today, they are ready to spend that money until it dissolves down to the capacity that their financial level can carry. Is somebody getting me right about now? So what it simply means is that mentorship is the first route to becoming financially independent, okay? Seek knowledge first, okay? Individuals who understand this, they pay in dollars to actually get these informations to create wealth for themselves. Now, the second pillar is what? Discipline, regimentation, and stoicism, all right? Discipline, regimentation, and stoicism. Show me someone you look up to who is financially free, and I'll tell you how disciplined that person is, okay? People who can fall in this category are salary earners, employees. They know very well that if they come late or they don't even show up at work at all, something is liable to happen to their salary. And that is why they are so disciplined. Why? Because of the, let me put it this way. They are so disciplined because of the effects of their lack of discipline. I hope someone got me right. Yes. Ladies, you need to understand that what discipline is also a protocol to becoming financially independent. Are you doing it today and you're not doing it tomorrow? you will not become financially free. Are you that person who undergo challenges, okay, in starting your business and all of that, and the next thing you're saying is that, I'm not sure this is for me, and then you give up the ghost, right? You would not be financially free. Now, the third pillar is what? Health optimization through nutrition supplementation and lifestyle changes. All right, health optimization. I'm sure we've all heard the saying that health is wealth, right? Health is wealth. Health is wealth. What it simply means is that in your chase of creating wealth for yourself, in trying to get that financial freedom for yourself, your health is a priority. Your health is a priority. And here in the Amazon project, amazing supplements has been made available for you to use to also keep your health in check. All right. WHO has prescribed that we take 5 to 7 fruits daily. But if I ask us now, how many people just today you took at least 5 fruits? How many people would say, yes, I actually did? We would have just a few persons who would indicate, right? Nigerians are so busy. Nigerians can be the most busy people. They are so busy that, they don't even have time to, take care of their health. But guess what? Once you become a part of the Amazon project, your health is a priority right here. Okay. Now, the fourth pillar is deep understanding of leverage and building a financial leverage system. Deep understanding of leverage and building a financial leverage system. Somebody go to the chat box and give me the word leverage. Okay, very quickly. Go right to the chat box. Give me the word leverage, 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 leverage. When you say leverage, what do you mean? Leverage is simply when you are working less and you are making more money. You see I told you earlier that these people who are financially free, there is something they know that we do not know, right? There is something they know. And just like I also said, being financially free is not about hard work, because if it is hard work, we know the caliber of people who are going to be wealthy, okay? Right here, the 21st century, all you need to do is just to work smart. And how do you work smart? Simply by leveraging, okay? Those of you who are working for an organization or a company, let me tell you the truth. The truth is that the owner of that company is simply leveraging on you, okay? The person is leveraging on you. Okay, you're spending 8 hours of your time. Everybody, even if everybody has 24 hours in a day, well, guess what? You're spending 8 hours of your time working for this organization. You're not even the only one working there. There are other persons who are also doing the same thing. And let's take, for example, over 10 people are working for just one company. Guess what? In a day, the owner of that company has already accumulated to himself 80 hours in a day. That is why you see that your boss doesn't even need to come to work. Sometimes you hear he has gone for vacation. What is money coming in from that company? Yes, it is coming in. Now, the sad truth is that he is simply paying you penny. Okay, he's paying you penny because he understands your value. He's paying you penny for your effort, your resources, and all that you are giving to the company. Ladies in the house, now that you have understood this, why not you also leverage on other people so that you can be among those who would make the big money? Am I communicating? Now, there are 2 ways you can leverage through people. The first way is to leverage through your personal produced products and services. What you simply do here is allow people to subscribe to your products, and then you're making money as the product is being sold. A perfect example we can use here, are caterers, tailors, and all of that. Now, what you simply do is that you give value out to the society, and you're making money as the value is being appreciated. Okay, so a caterer, for example, now bakes cakes, dog snacks. When she sells it, she will make money. But guess what? This requires a huge capital to start, and also the kind of income you earn here is an active income. An active income is that money you're earning when you have to be there. If you're not there, you're not making money. Well, let's take, for example, what if this caterer falls sick? What it simply means is that her business would also fall sick. If she decides to go for an O1, maybe her elder sister is wedding and all, her business would also follow her there. Well, let's take a look at the second way you can leverage through people. Okay, the second way you can leverage through people is to leverage through other people's products and services. What this simply means is that Patricia is not even involved in the production, manufacturing, or shipping of that product. All you simply do is to subscribe as a partner to the company, and then you benefit as the product is being sold. Okay, so if Mama Nkechi goes to Coca-Cola company, gets some crates of Coke, brings it to her shop, she sells it, she would make money. The question here is, was it Mama Nkechi that produced or manufactured that Coca-Cola bottle? I'm sure the answer is no, right? Was she even involved in the shipping and whatever thing that happened to come about the Coca-Cola bottle? I'm sure the answer is no. But as she's selling it, she's also making profits, okay? We all know Jumia, we all know Amazon store, right? Amazon doesn't even have a physical shop here in Nigeria. Jumia doesn't even have a physical shop. I'm not even sure there's any physical shop, whether in Nigeria or outside Nigeria. But guess what? They are making money. When you go into that Jumia app, right? You see different products there. Have you ever seen anyone that they said manufactured and produced by Jumia? I'm sure the answer is no. But is Jumia making money? Yes, Jumia is making money. Ladies, if you have been following me so far, just imagine that there was a system just like Jumia, right? Imagine there was a system just like that where you don't need to be present, but guess what? You built this system, and as people buy from all walks of life, you are making little percentage of whatever they buy for life. Right? Now, imagine that you got to a point where you have over 10,000 people who purchases this product and you make just 100 naira from each of this purchase. Guess what? In a day, you can have access to what? 1 million naira. Right? In a day, you can. Are you seeing how people are becoming millionaires without doing anything illegal? I'm sure someone here may be asking me, okay, so how exactly do I plug in and build this system? How do I connect 10,000 people? I'm an introvert. I don't even know people. How do I make people to buy this product so that I will keep earning daily? How do I make the money through leverage? Okay, you said leverage is the way to make the big money, right? And somebody here may be asking, Miss Ifeoma, are you sure this would work? Now, if you have not been paying attention before, I advise that you pay attention at this point in time, because in the next 5 minutes, I'll be giving you a breakdown answers to these questions, and then you would get value for it, okay? The first question is what? How do I plug in and build this system? Somebody go to the chat box and type position yourself, okay? You're here asking me, how exactly do I come about building this system? Go to the chat box and type what? Position yourself, position yourself, position yourself. Ladies, guess what? The Amazon project has created a system for you. You don't need to build it all over again from the scratch. All you need to do is just plug in and position yourself. This is a one-time plugin for life, okay? You're plugging into a system that has proven to work. Guess what? No selling, no convincing, no marketing. All you simply do is what? Plug in, you use, and you connect. Somebody did not get me. Let me just go over it again. You simply plug into a system that has proven to work. A one-time plugin for life. You are plugging into a system without selling, without convincing, without marketing. You simply plug in, you use, and you connect. Ladies, you can plug in with as low as what? 99,990 naira. Show me any business you can actually start with this. There are also different packages you can decide to plug in with. We have the silver pack for 210,000 naira. We also have the platinum pack for the VIPs in the house for 499,990. Ladies, after plugging in, what next? Remember, I said earlier, the Amazon project has made amazing supplements available for you to use, okay? Knowing fully well that your health is a priority to us. Now, once you plug in, you're going to be having access to our food supplements, beverages, and personal care items. You are meant to use them. You are meant to use them, not to sell them, for your own health benefits, okay? For that person who is saying, so how do I now connect the 10,000 people? Please, I am an introvert. I don't know people. Let me tell you something. Even if you have a smartphone, even if you have a small phone, are you aware that you can have access to over 100 million people in that phone? I'm sure somebody here is saying, Ms. Ifeoma, is like, you don't understand me. I have just 50 contacts on my phone. Those 50 contacts, they are my family. Let me show you how that is possible. Now, statistics have shown, according to Harvard Business School, that the average Nigerian adult has at least 100 contacts on their phone. Over time, this has proven to work. But let me be sure that I'm with the right set of women in the house. If you're here, you have at least 100 contacts on your phone, kindly go back to the chat box and give me the number 100 very quickly, okay? You're here, you have at least one. I'm sure some people will have 2,000, some people will have, 3,000. Just give me 100 in the chat box. You have at least 100 contacts on your phone. Let me be sure that this research is correct, okay? I'm not seeing any comments. Am I the one? I don't know, is it my network? Okay, amazing, Elizabeth. So Elizabeth, we're going to be using you for this example. Now, follow me closely. Understand that this your 100 contacts, Elizabeth, we're going to be tagging it as what? Your first level, all right? Now, are you going to agree with me that this 100 contacts represents 100 people, right? And this 100 people, there is a probability they have at least 100 contacts on their phone. Am I communicating? Guess what? Elizabeth, at your second level, you already have access to what? Over 10,000 contacts. Let's take it a little bit further. Let's just play with the numbers, all right? Now, we already agreed that this 10,000 contacts represent 10,000 people, right? And there is a probability that they have at least 100 contacts on their phone. Elizabeth, guess what? At your third level, you already have access to what? Over 1 million contacts. These people, you may not even know them directly, but guess what? They are already within your network. But what if we just get 1% of this 1 million contacts? Just 1%. If we tend to get just 1% of this 1 million contacts, you will still fall back towards having access to over 10,000 people in the world. And like we said earlier, if you have over 10,000 people who purchases this product and you just earn 100 naira from each of those purchases, in a day, you can have access to what? 1 million naira. And in 30 days, you can have access to what? 30 million naira. Are you seeing the way you can make cool money without doing anything illegal? Now, I'm going to be rounding up very shortly. Let me answer the third question. The third question is, how exactly do I connect these people? You said no selling, no convincing, no marketing. Go to the chat box if you're curious. Give me the word system, okay? How do you connect these people? Go to the chat box very quickly. Give me the word system, SYSTEM, all right? Give me the word system very quickly, very quickly, very quickly. Ladies, the Amazon project has provided you a system to connect these people without selling, without convincing, without marketing. The first system I'm going to be unveiling to us is what? The contact recommendation system. Some of you listening to me right about now, your friend recommended you to this project. You got an SMS like this from your friend, a consultant reached out to you, and guess what? You are getting value for your time. Is it your friend that is even talking to you now? The answer is no. So is it possible that Elizabeth can simply send this drafted message to 100 of her contacts and then a consultant will do the calling on her behalf? I'm sure the answer is yes, right? The second system I'm going to be unveiling to us is what? The brand launch, all right? A lot of us here, we have launched our businesses, we've launched our shop, we've launched a style, we've launched a house and all of that. You can also do the same thing here, all right? You launch your business either in your house, in your office, or wherever convenient by you. A consultant will come over there, give them a breakdown on how they can benefit from the project, and then we'll take it up from there. Of course, we have the online sessions like this where we can communicate with people outside the states and people outside the country. Ladies, are we excited? I am going to be rounding up very shortly. Are we excited? Are we excited? Let me know in the chat box, okay? Have you been getting massive value so far, all right? The fourth question is what? Miss Ifeoma, how is the money made through leverage? How exactly is this money made? I have seen everything you have to show to me. I am more interested about the money. Okay, I am more interested about making a residual income for myself. Ladies, there are 6 ways you can make money here, but because of time, I will take us through just the first 2. The first way is what? Direct connectors bonus. With the direct connectors bonus, you earn between 20,000 naira to a maximum of 150,000 naira instantly for anybody you connect. If you have been following me so far, you will realize that if you make 100 naira from 10,000 people, you will make 1 million naira, right? But with this system, you're not making 100 naira, you're not making 200 naira, you're not even making 20,000 naira, but you are making, you're not even making 2,000 naira rather, but you are making 20,000 naira. Imagine how many people you have to connect before you can fall back to what? 1 million naira. So let's take, for example, Elizabeth recommended 100 of her contacts. And after recommending 100 of her contacts, just 10 of them said, Elizabeth, we have been together. I am going to join you and do this. Just 10 of them. Guess what? If these 10 people are able to connect, Elizabeth will make a whopping 200,000 naira for herself. This connection can happen in a day. This connection can happen in 2 days or in 1 week. Whenever it happens, you have your money to make. The second way you make money is with the matching bonus. And with the matching bonus, you make an unlimited 7,000 naira from the system as people keep purchasing. Now, follow me very closely so you do not miss me at this point, all right? The organization is saying, Elizabeth, for every year that happens, whether you know these people or you don't know them, you would keep making an extra 7,000 naira. Now, if you followed me from the beginning, I made mention of what? Your first level. Elizabeth, your first level are your contacts. Your second level is your friends' contacts, right? Your third level is your friends' contacts. You may not even know them. But your fourth level, you will not even know the person at all, right? But guess what? Whether this connection is happening from your first level, your second level, even down to your 10th level, you don't even know them at all, you will keep making 7,000 naira from each of this pair. Is this not amazing? Is this not mind-blowing? Now, if you decide that you want to get started with the access pack, the access pack is what about what? 99,990 naira. This has a monthly income potential of paying you 8.4 million naira. But what if Elizabeth is so busy? What if she has other things she's doing? Okay, what if she just says, Miss Ifeoma, can I run this on a part-time? Can I just do this on 2 hours, 3 hours of my time? Guess what? Even at 90% failure, which is result towards 10% success, we all know that 10% is 100. 10 over 100 is failure in school, right? But guess what? right here you will be failing into wealth, because even at 10% success rate, you will still make what? 840,000 naira. If you also decide to plug in with the silver pack, which is what, about 210,000 naira, this has a monthly income potential of paying you 23.5 million naira. And at 10% success rate, you would make what? 2.35 million naira. And then we have the VIP packages. The platinum pack, which is what? 499,990, has a monthly income potential of paying you 117.6 million naira. And if you did not do so well, you will still fall back to what? 11.76 million. Ladies, if you have gotten value so far, go to the channel and type value, massive value, okay? If you have gotten value so far, go to the channel and type massive value. Some of you, this is the only question in your head. In fact, everything I've been saying so far is not even entering. This one is Miss Ifoma, don't worry. Any other thing you're saying, I agree with it, but are you sure this would actually work? That's the question in your head. Are you sure this would actually, in fact, this is not your first time of seeing something like this. This is not even your first time of venturing into something like this. But in your mind, this one is kind of different, but you want to get that confirmation. Ladies, at this point in time, I am going to be inviting a powerhouse right about now. She'll be taking over from me to answer this question that has been ringing in your head. And I would advise you, make sure you pay attention, because her duty here is very simple. In fact, if she spends 5 minutes with you, that means she gave you her time. This woman is a very, very busy person. Before we could get her to come here, it was really a big deal. But she has said, no, I love helping women become financially free. And guess what? She had decided to give this little of her time with us.
Right? Awesome. So I'm a top consultant of Century 21 Freedom International. This amazing platform has given me the opportunity and privilege, aside from being a doctor, to also be a mentor to a lot of young ladies that have been able to help through the Amazon project, through the mentorship and the training platform that we have, help them become more financially secure. All right. I'm a social entrepreneur. I've been able to achieve some level of success from this platform. I'm a millionaire circle ender and an Amazon ambassador. I'm also a wife. I'm a mother. I'm a fitness lover. And so many other things that a lot of you ladies can absolutely relate to. All right. Now, 11 years ago, my life wasn't so rosy. It was a huge mess. In fact, 11 years ago, I just jumped out of medical school, very hungry to dive into the labor market and get life going. Why? I was so hungry to be able to start making money. Most of you can relate. If you come from a very humble background where you have so much expectation and responsibilities on you, and you have siblings, younger ones, and you happen to be the one that was trained educationally to go to school, graduate, make something out of your life, and be a support back to your parents to raise the younger ones and also help them live some semblance of a good life, you are in the right place. Because that was me 11 years ago. I finished school. I was so hungry and eager. Why? I wanted to support my mother. My mother was the person who single-handedly made it possible for me to graduate from medical school. It was tough. It was not easy. It was a very, very tough time. It was one of the darkest moments of my life. I had some of the most horrible and depressing moments of my life while in medical school, because I knew what it took me to survive medical school on a teacher's salary of 40,000 naira. I did all sorts of things and sold all sorts of things. At some point, I was homeless in school. I was patching, sleeping in class, all sorts of things just to survive medical school. Why? I did not have any option. The only option I had was, you must graduate and pass medical school so that you can be a medical doctor, because doctors make good money. And for that singular fact, you have to graduate and get a good paying job to start helping us. So failure was not part of the equation. It's either you succeed or you succeed. Now, some of you might not be able to relate. You come from very comfortable backgrounds, or you've had everything made easy for you in life. But some of you absolutely understand where I'm coming from. You have grit. You've gone through it all. You've suffered it. You know what it takes to count your money, one naira. So when you see an opportunity, your eyes is wide and clear. That was me. When I saw this opportunity, I knew immediately that this was it for me. I knew that this was that thing I've been praying to God to open my eyes to see. This is that one thing that would rescue me out of salary job. Because after I was done with medical school, I got a job working in Enugu State. After about a year, I saw I wasn't making any kind of headway. In fact, it looked as if I was taking one step forward, 3 steps back. So I gave myself sense and said, maybe I need to relocate to a more viable, vibrant place where the salary pay is more sensible. So I relocated to Ekiti State, looking for greener pastures. I worked there for about 2 years. And after 2 years being a contract staff, temporary contract staff, I was not still made a staff. And I was given certain terms and conditions I couldn't meet because of my background and my tribe. I had to leave and relocate back to Abuja. I came into Abuja broke, not knowing any single person, patching with a secondary school friend I had not seen for years, looking for a job. That was me when I came into this city of Abuja. That is the same person that is speaking to you this evening. I started looking for a job. The biggest shock I got was staying 3 months at home before I got my first paying job as a doctor. Yes, in case you are not aware, just because you're a medical doctor doesn't guarantee you're going to get a good paying job, especially with the federal or state jobs. You're not. Private, yes. Why? Because they don't pay as well as those other ones. So I had to manage. I got a private job and I stayed working. And I saw that if I continued like this, living in a city like Abuja, I am going to starve and pack my things back to my village. So I got a second paying job. I did not understand leverage. I don't know what leverage is. I only knew how to do 1+1. I didn't know how to duplicate. And most of you listening to me, you're entrepreneurs, you're businesswomen, you've been running your business for years, but somehow you're doing 1+1, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. You've tried your hands in a lot of things, but you're not making some kind of headway. That's because you still have not understood leverage. And leverage is that one single ingredient that is missing from the equation of your financial success. That is what has given us massive success on this platform. The ability to leverage. And Ms. Former did an amazing job breaking down what leverage can help you achieve. All right? Now, when I saw this opportunity, I had some fears. I had a lot of fears, in fact, not some, because I had done something like this before and it did not work out well for me. In fact, I failed woefully at it. So it wasn't really enticing when I saw it again. But one thing that stuck out this time around was I saw clearly that the leverage here was working. Secondly, I saw that mentorship was a no joke here. The trainings, the coachings was a no joke here. You want to learn how to leverage and utilize it, you must pay attention to mentorship and training. You cannot avoid it. That was what helped us to be massively successful. That was how I was able to break out of my financial burden and become a blessing to so many young ladies, retirees, and so many women that I would have never had the opportunity to mentor. All right? I had no credible contacts. I spent 8 years in medical school. The only people I know were my colleagues who I graduated with. And all of us were broke looking for jobs. I've not stayed anywhere long enough to build any relationship because I was moving around looking for greener pastures from Enugu to Ekiti to Abuja. So I didn't really have any credible contacts like that. I had a negative mindset already about the business and the opportunity because, like I said, I've done it before. All right? I was experiencing rejection left, right, and center. People were just, you don't know what it feels like when people tell you no, and you just interpret the no as if it is you personally that they are telling you no. It is not you that they are telling no. It's not you they are saying no to. They're actually saying no to what you have, to the blessing you're carrying, because they don't know any better. Because if they did, they would have gladly accepted you with all arms. All right? I had so many uncertainties. Will this work for me? Some of you listening to me, you have that same question at the back of your mind. Beautiful testimonies, awesome presentation, but will this thing work for me? Will it work for me? I've done this thing before. Will it this time around work for me? Is it possible that it can work for me? Then you might also have pressure from home if you're married. Maybe your husband might not be in support, or your family might not be in support. For me, my mom was not in support of it at all, because both of us knew what we went through to be able to help me graduate from medical school. And she asked me one question. She said, Adobe, is this what you want to do with your life after all we have suffered? And I told her, give me 1 year. After 1 year, if they have not made any kind of headway, even if it's charcoal you want me to be selling, I will go and sell charcoal wherever it is you want me to go to. So you might encounter pressure, or you had encountered pressure previously when you got yourself connected to this kind of amazing opportunity and it did not pan out well for you. So this time around, you're wondering, will this thing work for me? Will it work for me? I'm here to tell you that yes, it is very possible. In fact, it is more than possible that this will work for you. How is that possible? Let me tell you the things I did that made it happen for me. One of the very first things I did was I made a decision. Come rain or sunshine, whether it's going front or back, left or right, no matter what is happening, the people that are doing this business are making money. They don't have two heads. There is nothing they know and can do that I cannot do or learn. It must work for me. That was the decision I made. That this time around, no matter what it is and what it takes, I am willing to learn. Show me what to do, and I will get it done because it must work for me. I also asked myself a question. I said, if I was able to survive medical school for 8 years with all the challenges and difficulties, with sometimes no hope of even passing my professional courses, and praying to God, staying awake, starving myself, if I had experienced all those things just for a certificate to still go and start looking for a job, and I survived it, what is it that is here that cannot do? Ladies, you're very tough. Some of you have experienced certain things that some people would have gone mentally insane if they had gone through it. You've faced rejection, embarrassment, insult. You've swallowed your pride again and again that the thing is almost choking you. There is nothing that you cannot stomach or take. You've been able to stomach and take it. Is it this one thing that you cannot now deal with? You have everything it takes to make it successful here, to make it work for you. The second thing I did was I quickly upgraded. Because when I came aboard with just one business portfolio. I didn't have so much money then. I had to work extra shifts, cover colleagues' shifts to be able to make extra pay, to be able to do this business, connect to this business. So immediately I connected, I upgraded. Why? Leverage. Why would I want to have one shop instead of having multiple shops? That was it. I quickly leveraged by upgrading. All right? That was how fast I was able to get myself moving in the system. All right? I got myself into the mentorship program and I started immediately. This was no joke, ladies. I went all out to do whatever it takes. I was working in 2 different hospitals. There is no rest for a woman who wants financial freedom. Till you get it, that is when you rest. So I was working in 2 hospitals and I was pouring every single second or minute I had as spare time into this business. Remember, I had promised my mom I had just 1 year. I had just 1 year to make it happen. So there was no excuses. You're listening to me and you are making that decision to be a part of what we're doing. Make sure you tell yourself this time around, no excuses. Whatever it takes, I'm going to make it happen. I showed up continuously for all the trainings and mentorship. No excuses. I'll be on shift. I'll be in the hospital. I'll be on night shift duty. I'll plug my earpiece. I'll be reading the books I was asked to read. I attended the trainings. I did everything I was told to do. I committed myself to learning. He who learns grows. He who refuses to learn will remain dead. The secret is in your ability to grow. You need information. Information, applied information is what makes it happen to you. How do you get that? In our mentorship classes. That is why we don't joke with mentorship here. You want to know how it works? This is how it works. You show up for the mentorship classes, you pay attention, you do the activities. That is how it gets to work. So you don't give excuses, you don't show up, and you don't do the activities. You're always complaining of one thing and the other. You're not going to make any kind of headway here. All right? You want to know how it works? I'm giving it to you. Feel that this is how to get it to work. Follow the mentorship, attend the trainings, do the activities, show up for every single thing you're asked to do, and you're going to make it happen. Do the grind, do the activities. whatever we ask you to do, if you're willing and open to get it done, we are more than ready to lock arms with you. And we guarantee and promise you, as we cross that finish line, you're going to be crossing it with us. Why? We have done it again and again, and we have countless ladies to show us proof that this thing works. Because we have ladies that earn from anywhere from 50 to 100, 250, 500K, a million and above monthly from this beautiful platform. All right. So I'm grateful for this, because if not for this amazing platform, I wouldn't have so many opportunities and privileges I have. I was able to qualify for international trips. By God's grace, I've qualified and traveled to over 8 countries and still counting, courtesy of this beautiful, amazing platform. And all of them were all expense sponsored. All right. So I've had a lot of good things happen to me because of this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful opportunity and platform. Ladies, this is the time for you to make up your mind and make that decision that you are tired and sick and tired of being the one always begging for urgent 2K, urgent 5K, calling your sisters, calling your brothers, calling your mom, calling cousins all the time. Please, 5K, my baby is sick. We don't have food at the house. Gas has finished. There is no light in the meter. Are you not tired? Are you not tired? Is that thing not irritating you? Are you not sick and tired of always wanting, always afraid, not sleeping well, constantly thinking of money and how to buy food, how the diapers finish, the children's school fees, house rent? Are you not sick and tired of living on edge, constantly not having? Are you not just tired and sick and tired of thinking about money? Every time you think, your thought pattern, 90% is about money, security, finances. You need to start making your own money. You need to step out of your comfort zone and make that decision that will turn your situation around and change your lives. We have thousands of ladies that have done the same, and they are no better than you. They don't have 2 heads. Whatever it is that they have learned that we taught them, you can also do the same, and your life will be much, much better. So this is how you change your story. And it is simply through being one of the first pioneers of this mastermind project called the Amazon Ambassador. All right. Now, the question I have for you this evening is this. What are the reasons why you have to do this? What's the major reason why you have to get this thing done? Number one is the money is daily. This is not audio money. We're not talking about audio money here. We're not talking about money that you see online. You cannot touch. You cannot get it. They will start telling you stories of when you touch, you have to sell this, you connect this, you now get PayPal. And no, I'm talking of as you're making your money, you're collecting it. As urgent as you want it. You connect someone today, you get paid today. In 24 hours, your money is in your bank and you can use it to do what you need to do. That is what I am talking about. All right. This is also an amazing business that, excuse me, give me a minute. This is an amazing business that no one gives you a target here. What is your own personal target? How much do you want this business to help you make monthly? 50,000, 100,000, 200,000, 150,000, 500K, 800K, 1 million. Awesome. We will show you how to get it done. The question is, are you willing to do what it takes to make that amount of money every single month? No mandatory monthly purchases. Instant one-time payment, and that is it. You are a part of those selected few people for the mastermind mentorship that are guaranteed mentorship, undiluted, to be able to hit that income target that you desire. We don't sell here. We buy, we use, and we show other people how to connect and do the same. And the most beautiful part of this is this business portfolios you have can be transferred to your kids. The children can inherit it from you. All right. 2 years ago, we lost one of our amazing partners. The husband died to cancer. Fortunately, the man was in the business, but he never registered his wife or his kids. As at the point he lost his life, he died from cancer. He had cancer for a while, went through chemo and all that, but didn't survive it. As at the time he lost his life, he finally gave up and left us. His business was doing over 400K monthly. When we took the wife to the office to do the changeover, name and everything as proof that she is a relative, she was crying when she saw that because there was no hope. The man didn't leave, he was a civil servant. He left nothing for them. But this business portfolio was the only source of income because the business was already churning out 100K plus every single month. She had hope because now rent can be paid, children's school fees can be taken care of, food in the house is no longer a problem. If she even wanted to start a side business from the monies she made from here, it was possible for her. So this is the beautiful thing about transferring the business portfolio to your kids. These are just some of the reasons why you can do this. I know the most pressing reasons for most of you is, I need money and I need it yesterday, not even now. I need it yesterday. But these particular reasons I listed out are one of the things that will really help you get off your indecisiveness and get into that place where your decisions are going to greatly help you. All right? Awesome. Are you still with me? Are you with me so far? My laptop is taking a while to come up, but I believe you're with me so far. All right? Now, what is our commitment to you? What is our personal commitment to you? Our commitment is we will hold you by the hand. We're going to hold you by the hand. We're going to walk this walk together with you. We're going to show you how we had it, that what is the secret, everything that helped us get it done. I was mentored. I didn't come into this business and just landed on top of millions. No, I was guided through until I started making the kind of money that I desired. And at every point I wanted to make more, I was shown how to make more. I want to earn 300K. I was shown how to make 300K. Okay, what do I need to do to make sure I hit this target? This is it, spelled out, clean. Get these things done and you're hitting 300K this month. So it was a very direct thing for me. There was no bagoma corner. At every point, okay, now I'm making 300K. I want to start making 800K. I want more money to be coming in for me. How do I get this thing done? And still, at every point, I was shown what to do. So we're here to hold your hands. We're here to guide you. We're here to ensure that that dream, that goal, that desire, that financial security you so much want for yourself, that you have it, that you get it, that you touch it, you grasp it, and it becomes a reality to you. All right? So we are committed to helping you see you grow financially, achieving the desires of your heart, to become financially secure and stop constantly thinking and worrying about money, having anxiety, depression, living in fear all the time, praying to God non-stop. God has given you this opportunity, has opened your eyes to see this opportunity today. You've been praying, God, help me, my children, hunger, school fees, house rent. I'm sick. If anything should happen to this man, this is it. God has opened your eyes to see the opportunity now. What are you going to do with the opportunity God has shown you this evening to get yourself out of that mess? Or you're still waiting for God to come down from heaven and help you to be able to do something? He has brought this project your way. What are you willing and committed to do with this project? All that is standing between you and making a move in the right direction is getting started immediately. So what do you see for yourself and your future? What are you seeing for yourself and your future? Simply, what is it going to take?